The United States has imposed visa bans on 13 people linked to an Indian company accused of trafficking fentanyl-laced counterfeit pills into America. The move comes as US authorities intensify action against international drug trafficking networks connected to the country's opioid crisis. The United States has announced visa restrictions against 13 individuals associated with an Indian company already sanctioned by American authorities over fentanyl trafficking activities. The announcement was made on May 12 by US State Department spokesperson Tommy Pigott, who said the action reflects ongoing efforts to target international narcotics trafficking networks. According to the report, the individuals affected by the visa bans are close business associates of KS International Traders and its owner, Khazar Mohammad Iqbal Sheikh. The report also named Indian national Sadiq Abbas Habib Sayyed in connection with the case. US officials alleged that the company generated revenue through trafficking illicit fentanyl and counterfeit prescription pills. The visa restrictions were imposed under provisions of the US Immigration and Nationality Act that bar drug traffickers from entering the United States. While the US State Department confirmed action against 13 individuals, officials did not publicly release all of their names. The report noted that in September, the US Treasury Department sanctioned KS International Traders Khazar Mohammad Iqbal Sheikh and Sadiq Abbas Habib Sayyed. Those sanctions blocked their assets and prevented them from conducting financial transactions in the United States. According to the Treasury Department, the company and individuals were accused of supplying hundreds of thousands of counterfeit prescription pills, allegedly containing fentanyl and other illicit drugs across America. According to the Treasury Department, Sheikh and Sayeds allegedly worked with narcotics traffickers in the Dominican Republic and the United States. Officials said they marketed and sold counterfeit pills allegedly containing fentanyl, fentanyl analogs, and methamphetamine. US authorities believe such international trafficking operations are contributing to America's opioid crisis. US State Department spokesperson Tommy Pigott said the action demonstrated what he described as the shared commitment between India and the United States to dismantle illegal drug trafficking networks. The report also quoted John Hurley, Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence at the US Treasury Department, who said too many American families have been harmed by fentanyl and authorities are acting against those profiting from the drug trade. Fentanyl has become one of the deadliest synthetic drugs in the United States. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 70,000 people died from drug overdoses in the 12 months ending in November. Now, the case also highlights growing cooperation between India and the United States on narcotics enforcement and international criminal investigations. US officials emphasized that both countries continue working together to disrupt illegal drug supply chains and trafficking networks. The latest visa bans are part of a wider American strategy using immigration restrictions, sanctions, and financial penalties against people accused of involvement in global drug trafficking operations. The fentanyl crisis is increasingly being treated not only as a public health issue but also as an international security challenge. While the restriction directly targets 13 individuals associated with the Indian company, the larger focus remains on dismantling international synthetic drug networks. And as the opioid crisis continues affecting communities across America, US authorities are expected to continue expanding enforcement actions against organizations accused of involvement in fentanyl trafficking. The visa bans send a clear message from Washington. International drug trafficking operations linked to fentanyl are under increasing scrutiny, and authorities say international cooperation will remain critical in tackling the growing synthetic opioid crisis.